This is a lamb loin, which is sometimes referred to as a half saddle. Here is the bone that we will need to remove. You can actually see the bone a bit better in this single loin chop. Using a sharp boning knife, carefully remove the fat from the loin, trying to remove as little meat as possible. To do this, place your knife just underneath the fat. Then grab the unattached piece, pull it taut, and cut. It is best to angle the knife very slightly upwards. This loose piece of meat and fat will all need to be removed. Just unfold it and cut away the larger piece of fat. This piece actually covers up part of the loin, which you don't want to cut into. You can actually pull this piece of fat and meat away from the loin. Because every piece of meat is not exactly the same, just take your time. Remember to keep any pieces of fat that have meat attached, because you can use them to add flavor to a lamb stock. Now flip the loin to remove any silver skin or excess fat. You can see the silver skin here on the tenderloin. Leaving a tiny bit of fat is fine. This is the tenderloin here, and this is the first part we are going to separate from the bone. To do so, we have to cut around this bone here and follow it all the way along, staying as close as possible to the bones so you don't damage the tenderloin. This is the tenderloin here. Try to keep it attached. These are the feather bones. We need to cut underneath them to remove the rest of the meat. Angle your knife to cut along the bone. Now you can clearly see the feather bone. Just continue along like this. To cut around this bone, you will need to change the angle of your knife. Now that you have removed the bone from the lamb loin, remove any fat that you couldn't get at before. Then fold back the tenderloin, tucking in the meat to give it a nice shape before you tie it. There are many ways to tie meat. This way is easy and efficient. Using butcher's twine, first tie a knot at one end. Then wrap the string around your hand and twist. Turning your hand twice locks the knot. Then put the string around the loin and tighten the knot. Tying the meat will help it keep its shape while cooking. To finish, cut the twine and tuck in the ends. Essentially, you are now done, but remember, if you are making stock, you will want to keep the bones. Also, before you discard the fat, trim any excess meat to add to the stock as well.